Hi guys, hope you're all well. Welcome to number 3 in the series of the Dizzy Heights Diaries. Just little videos that I'm making from my house while we are all in lockdown, just to cheer people up and give a different point of view as to what's going on in the world. The topic I'm going to talk about today is animals of the world. So the first point I'm going to talk about is pets, how life has changed. So point 1 would be pets' lives have changed as well as ours. So this is Whisper. Some of you know Whisper. He's my little bratty cat, and basically for him, I would normally be out quite a lot at work and stuff like that. So for him, his feet in my mouth. So for him, he's really enjoying me being at home. He used to be kind of like a part-time pet, a little bit in the mornings, a little bit in the evenings, a bit at the weekends, and now he's he's having to put in a bit more of an appearance, which is quite funny. But it's been really nice spending time with him. He's literally like a baby, aren't you? And yeah, so just the effect of the pets, obviously they're really good for stress and stuff. So my friends that have animals in the house are saying that it's quite nice having the animals there as well. Literally got your foot in my mouth. Second thing that has changed in terms of coronavirus, I think, is how many birds are about. There's been loads and loads and loads of birds in my garden, which is really nice. Because they're disturbed by all kinds of things. Literally got his foot in my mouth. Yeah, but they're disturbed by all kinds of things. So things like noise pollution, street lights buzzing at night, aircraft going over, just human activities, and all that kind of stuff. Maybe turning this way. There you go. Is that better? I think you just want to be in it, don't you? And yeah, so it's been really, really nice being out in the garden and hearing the birds singing, really, really loud. Got a few of them under my window who I think have been having some sort of party, nest party or mating. I don't know what they've been doing in there, but they make a lot of noise at 4 in the morning. So the third thing that I've noticed a difference in is the amount of insects in the garden as well. So I'm really, really lucky to have a garden up here in Woodingdean. Bought the house many, many years ago, and had this horrible, dusty, scrubby square of a garden. And over the years, I've put a lot of effort into making it really nice. So it's been really lovely spending time out here and having loads of bugs and stuff flying around, especially the bees. Bees are really, really important. If you didn't know bees are important, they're really important, and they're massively in decline. So I've also been making an effort around the garden to plant some wild bird seed, just to give them some extra food, and obviously they're going to be pretty when they come up in the summer. So if you have any window boxes or anything like that, or a little bit of space in your garden, see if you can get hold of some wildflower, and chuck it down and just rewild that little area, because the bugs will really thank you for it. The garden is literally buzzing at the moment. Another thing I thought about kind of as point 4 was confinement, because you're going to go now. Say bye then. Bye. Another thing is confinement, because obviously with us being in lockdown in our houses, not being able to see the people that we maybe want to see, not being able to do the things we want to do, it does just make me think a little bit more about animals that are in zoos and captivity. Obviously they don't have a choice either. So there's a couple of different charities and stuff that I support, and I've been donating little bits of money around the edges to them as well, because I think that's really, really important. This isn't a life that any animal would choose to have. Obviously we don't appreciate it, so it's not nice that it's imposed on them. And actually, also some laws are changing. So apparently this wonderful virus appeared out in China at the wet markets, where they've been dealing in all kinds of exotic species. So again, some of the laws and stuff like that are changing out there to stop them dealing in those kinds of exotics, and also in the cat and dog meat trade, which is pretty gross. I personally, I don't see much difference between that and farm animals. I'm quite into my animal rights, but it depends obviously with people. But it is pretty horrifying what they do to dogs and cats out there. So that's been stopped in a lot of places. So that is really positive. And the last thing, which has been amusing me no end when I've been seeing it online, is the animal invasions. So the animals invasions, where they are taking back the cities now that they're devoid of humans, and I think that's a really, really awesome thing. So obviously everybody's seen in Venice now, the water's really clear with no boat pollution, and there are these little wonderful fish fluttering around in the water, an apparent sighting of a dolphin, and in other places in India the monkeys are taking over the city, which is obviously hugely populated. Normally they are a bit cheeky and they come in and grab the odd thing, but there's just hordes of them like hanging out in the streets. In Japan, all the deer are just chilling out, laying down in the middle of all the highways and everything like that. And in this place called the Great Orme in Wales, these amazing, you have to Google this because these guys are awesome, these amazing bearded goats rather, are out just wandering around. So they've got huge big curly horns, really grand looking, and then they've got these massive pointy beards, long hairy beards, and they're just out wandering around the village, like just again hanging out like they own the place. So that's pretty funny, and just like having a goat party. So yeah, so they're my 5 different ways of looking at the world from the point of animals today. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you're well, and you're having a nice weekend, and I will speak to you soon. Take care, bye.